How do you set boundaries with family members who don't respect your personal space or decisions? This one is fun for me. I recently turned 30 and it was like a switch turned on in my brain. I became no BS. You disrespect me. I'll let you know, no more holding back. You try to teach my kids something I told you not to. I'll rip you apart and y'all stop seeing them until I say so. I set a boundary. Fucking try me and cross it. My family mom and brother say I've changed. I say I've just stopped accepting the way they treat me. Truly life is too short to people please all the time. And for my next trick, the art of vanishing, I just go MIA and don't bother picking up their calls. No is a complete sentence. I don't need to explain my decisions all the time. Firm verbal communication. If that doesn't do the trick, then getting another family's input might work. I set a hard boundary of never talking to them. If they can't respect my simple request to call me by my name and not their stupid nickname, then they don't respect me at all, and why would I spend time around people who don't respect me and have a history of benefiting from manipulating me? By refusing all contact with them. Low or no contact, and if they bring up that you haven't been around, tell them that's why. You don't give them the option of disrespecting your boundaries. For a long while in the 90s and early 2000s, my family back home didn't have my contact info. They knew the city I lived in a couple stats away, but that's it. So in 2005 when my stepdad died, they contacted the local police to track me down to let me know, and apart from being surprised by police at my door, I didn't react, because I didn't care. Limit your interactions with such individuals and never tell them everything less is better. Gray rock has helped. Monosyllabic answers and a disinterested tone helps to shut down any garbage. At least mine never changed, didn't like everything I do, and talked behind my back all the time. Mind you, my life is amazing, live abroad, dope wife, great business I started. They ruined a good part of my life, never liked anyone, friends or significant other, and the only path was some stale married at 29-5, house, kids, Catholic church on Sunday, and die in a retirement home. After my mom passed, they stopped trying to even contact me. I stay in touch with my cousins, but they give them the same treatment. They feel it and like to vent. Overall, live your life and don't worry or take it to heart. Maybe they will come around with time. Be clear, firm, and consistent. Politely explain your boundaries and the reasons behind them, and follow through with consequences if they are not respected. Remember, protecting your peace is more important than avoiding conflict. Not responding to texts has been really efficient. Also telling them as little as possible. Yep, one clear, gentle warning. Didn't pick up on the obvious when NC. A third neutral relative lets me know of true emergencies. I choose how or if I want to engage. Many people have a misconception about setting boundaries. They think of boundaries as limits on someone else's behavior. Boundaries are not a rule that you assign to other people. Boundaries are your own personal threshold for disengagement. By all means, communicate them verbally to people, but also acknowledge that you have no control over anyone else's behavior. The only behavior you can control is your own. It's enforcement you are having a problem with. My mother refuses to listen to me, and at a family wedding she thought aggressively grabbing my wrists twice in less than 5 minutes was more appropriate. Ever since her touching me in any way makes me very uncomfortable. So I brush her hands off me and remind her to not touch me, plus I've been working on putting my hands out in an attempt to keep her at arm's length. Also excommunicating them is on the table. It's cruel but very effective. Set a 2,000-mile buffer away from them. Easy peas. Cut them out and really stick to it. Really shakes them up and gets them to behave.